outside world receives your behavior based on what's coming in and out of you, on what you're doing. But what drives that? A thought comes in. What drives that so that it drops down into the subconscious, but then why do you act on it? It has to be repeated time and time again, and there has to be a strong emotion. Michael had a big, strong emotion to hang on to whatever, but Jack Bowen, who absolutely was one of my mentors too, had a equal or greater. He gave him an equal or greater opportunity to do with that energy and to turn himself around, so he became a fabulous salesman, and then into giving talks around the world. And I have a respect to Michael, but I see you doing exactly what you set out to do.
Thank you so much.
It's there.
Wonderful to see you again. Thank
Yes,
you.
it's there. The emotion and the repetition over and over and over again, and then we act on it. In fact, we react. When somebody kicks you in the shin, you kick them back, don't you? Nod your head, yes, you all have done it. Yeah. You don't respond. The whole idea is learning how to respond to the kick in the shins. As Michael has done. It took him a few days to do it, but he now has responded, and he's blessing that man to his highest good. Right, Michael?
I really am.
And when you write that letter, you're going to say that to him. Don't ask him for the money.
No, I'm not going to.
No, don't even mention it.
Yeah. I may mention it to his brother who owns the company, but...
Oh, God, that's my phone. Just forget it. And I'm not paying $5. I forgot.
Moving to the chapter.
I'm giving you plenty. Emotion and repetition. And that's got to be my son. He's going to call me in the middle of the night. Anyway. The more you...
I'm not like this guy.
Oh, no, of course not. The more emotion you give to something, the greater it is in your life, whether it's love or hate, love or fear, doesn't matter. And everything comes under fear, and everything. All the positive things come under love, all the negative things come under fear. Somewhere, that's where they fit. The outside world will see you and perceive you based on your actions and your reactions to life and living. So when you're looking at positive thinking, it has to be more than just positive thinking. You have to be able to change. If negative stuff is coming down from the conscious into the subconscious, and we'll just assume there's some negative things came down there, and then the outside world, you get filled with negativity up here, particularly in the, like today, we could all be very angry at the banks, right? Those banks, if they hadn't done this, blah, 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 blah. Well, where were we 20 years ago when we were reaping the harvest of what those banks were doing? Ah, yeah, we thought that was good. It's called greed. So who really is to blame? Who knows? Who really knows? But if you keep cursing that, that's what you're going to get more of. You start blessing the banks and the bankers and everybody else who we perceive made a mistake, then how many more mistakes will we be making? Fewer and fewer and fewer in how we, discerning what we're going to do with our life, our prosperity, our money, whatever we do. And Michael's so right. You need to let go. You need to forgive. You need to, with great emotion. It can't be just, oh, poquito. Yeah, I let it go. It's too heavy to carry up the mountain. It's getting awful heavy. I can't carry it anymore. All right. See, I got my low heels on today. It's so important if you'll remember to do that. It doesn't matter who it is, who kicks you in the shins. When you let it go, you're free and you can stand up. You can right your ship again. It's so wonderful to do that. Now, Pat talked about molasses, and I love that imagery. Of course, as soon as you said molasses, I thought of just pouring all, because I had a kid, a son, who took his oatmeal and put it on his head, seeing it just all came down. I visualize the molasses doing the same thing. How do you change that negative stuff that comes in? You have to bless it, and bless yourself. You bless them to their highest good. The person, the place, the thing, the incident. And I really meant it when I said, if you can't live life, what goes around comes around. Who cares? Live life on a path of, I want my highest good, I'm going to bless everything else to its highest good. And I'm going to expect that if I live my life that way, things will work out for me. I may not be the richest person financially, but I'm going to be rich, as Michael says, inside. It's going to be an inside job. And I'm going to share with you, only because Pat brought it up in one kind of way, about the stages in life. Jack Boland, again, prevailed upon all of us sitting there on a Wednesday to write down our purpose in life. And I really had to think about it. I started the business in 1980. I've been practicing the power of the subconscious mind since 1970. By the way, I did very good in sales. I sold $500,000 worth of life insurance in 6 months, so I was doing pretty good when I got into life, because I was following those principles. I didn't know there was a church that taught that. By the way, I was raised Catholic too. There's a lot of us around. I had to find a church of today that really praised people for being a person, for being here. But anyway, Jack really put it to us, and I was probably at one of his goal setting, I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, I wrote down my purpose in life, and in researching for all this, Hannah, I'm going to have to say I went through all kinds of stuff, and I found this little 3x5 card tucked away in an old desk I haven't been in years. And it's dated 11/1/81. I'm going to share with you what I wrote. And for those of you who know me, you can figure out if I've done what I said I was going to do and what I still intend to do. I'm not changing this. My purpose in life is to help other people reach their potential through teaching and motivating them to use the infinite power of their mind. I have a responsibility to use my mind to its potential for the betterment of mankind.
Wow.
I tuck that away, and when you write those and you tuck it away, and then you look back, how many years later did I do it? Am I doing it? And somehow it happened. So what Michael says about writing it down, about giving it energy, you follow that path. Somehow you're led to do whatever it is. It took me a long time to figure this out now. I went at Coram and Queen is where I met Jack Boland, so it's been a while before I got around to actually writing that down and paying attention. And I too made some CDs and DVDs, and Infinity Institute, infinityinst.com. Jim Duncan owns that now. You can go there on that website and pick up what you want. We are going to do something tonight, because again, here's this, look at how old this folder is. How ragged it is.
I don't know how you found all that.
Oh, well, never mind.